You see I'm already on. So I'm gonna try to share as much with you as soon as possible, just before my battery dies, because my battery is sort of dying. So basically what I was explaining was that your body restores fat. If you eat a lot of sugar, the sugar sticks to your bones. It sticks to your back. You ever seen those lumps? There's some people have humps in their back. Well, that's all. Some people, if you sit a certain way, that's where all the food is going to store, because that's where you're making room. That's why posture is very important, because when you shape your posture, you become a lot, better, and you sit. You're able to sit easier. So I'm going to show you a little something here. Let's see. So yesterday all night I stayed up working on my body, on removing the clogged. Maybe I can try to find a way to talk here. I was working on my stomach, and so I want to just show you a little bit of what's happening here. So I keep this on because it gets cold. I get cold easily. Notice in this video my stomach is a lot thinner than well, I'm wearing a shirt that's wet. So being in the sun actually helps, because what being in the sun is going to do, so I tie this to my neck because one side is soft, it's been open, while the other side I'm still working on. So what happens if you don't stretch is you don't help your food and whatever that you've been eating go down. So it gets clogged up in your throat and on your side. So the important thing for you to do is to constantly stretch after you do the flow experience, and to keep that flow, that flow, because now your skin is open, and once your skin is open, if you were like to chew, the food would decide to go on the side where it's more space for it to go, rather than for it to go on the other side. So you're going to be off balance, because when you eat, the food tubes is either here, or you will hear these two, because right here is like is the neck bone, and so it goes down, and so when it goes down, it travels right here to here to here and throughout your body. So yesterday what I had was I had after I forked, okay, let me just tap, and I know a lot of people wonder why I'm tapping my head, and a lot of black people do this, and they may not even know why they do it. But what happens is there is hair on the inside of your body, all over your body, waiting to grow, wanting to grow. So if your scalp or your skin is not breathing, the hair is not going to grow. You ever seen, see my hair here? This is my hair. So if your skin is too flaky, what's going to happen is it's only flaky because the chunks of sugar or the chunks of dried something, it starts to build up on the inside of your skin, and so you're not getting any oxygen inside. So the fork experience, what it does, it breaks that down, and that's why people get dandruff. And so but you don't use this directly on the skin, because it's going to scrape your scalp. So you want to use something, and you want to just kind of break down this, because that's why you get itchy head. It means hair is trying to grow, but it's not making any room, and plus it's too dry on the inside over there. So when it's too dry, your hair has to grow. You know what I mean? If your hair doesn't grow in one space, it's gonna grow in another space. Hair is a part of life. We all have hair. We all need hair. It's a cover. And so you want to break, you want to let your scalp bleed. You don't want to keep wearing extensions. And braids are important. Braids are really good too. You know why braids are good is because they allow space in your, they give your hair space like that. They give your scalp space to breathe. So if you're like the kind of person that wears constant extensions, you got to stop. So right here is like, I go, basically you want to follow where it's itching the most. Like right here, it's like chunky. So there is build up right here, like sugar and food or whatever that just got stranded on the way to. So what the medicine does to people, it basically, like, people, if you have chunks in your head and sitting in there and sugars and food stored in your head, it's not going to allow your blood, anything to flow through your body. And so people drink alcohol so alcohol can clear all that out. Now, alcohol clears the inside just as much as the outside. Too much alcohol destroys. And so you want to take at least like one shot and then water behind it. So what one shot is going to do is it's going to clear your system. It's going to melt off everything on the inside, but you need to massage it as you go, because it might melt it off, but it's not going to stop the issue. And so once you do that, and so I'll show you even more of my hair, because right now, see how my hair is stopped growing right here? I have the thickest hair in the world, and my hair never has this much space. Like if I part my line, it's a straight line. So what I would do is right there is, you see that? I would trigger that part right there. So people who, like, you know, certain people get bald heads or bald spaces from pulling their hair. Like if you brush your hair and your hair is, and you have these chunks, there is a space that there is sugar or there's whatever you've been eating sitting there dried up. When you brush your hair, it's going to come out because it's not tender, it's too hard. So you want to fork your head, your scalp. I mean, you can use other oils and stuff too, but see, what's gonna happen is that stuff is like, it might not be good for your system either. You know what I mean? This is like the painless, I mean, least expensive way to help. Like, see here, there's chunks that I'm working on. So you know, wherever it itches, that's where you know that you need to like work on that. And right here, especially right here, if you like, so now you don't have to, this guy here actually taught me, he's the one that told me how it was better for him right here, because at first I was doing this takes a little longer, but if you want to get there faster, there would be times where you would have to stop and actually go like, you know, that's if the cartilage or whatever it is, it's too hard and it needs to be popped. And so what's gonna happen, what you're gonna do is, like right here, there are chunks. And so what I do is break this down. So what I'm doing is this. What the fork is doing is breaking into the cartilage, the skin. And like I said, I have pretty thick skin, but you should use fabric, something with fabric on it. It's gonna work anyway. You can also go like this, especially when you're doing your face. That way your face is not like scraped. And I know that, you know, I don't really mind. I know my face is breaks out because I just put whatever on it, but